Chester. Chester was a wild horse. He lived out west with other wild horses. Ooh, they're pretty wild there. I wish someone loved me, said Chester. I wish someone took care of me. You are silly, said the other horses. It is fun to be wild. One day, men came with ropes. They were looking for wild horses. I am glad to see you, said Chester. Please put a rope on me. That horse cannot run, said the men. We do not want him. They took all the other horses. They did not take Chester. No one wants me either, said a skunk. I think I know why, said Chester. He left in a hurry. Chester ran and ran. He came to a farm. Maybe someone here wants me, he said. You can't give milk, said a cow. You can't lay eggs, said a hen. And I pull the wagon around here, said a white horse. Goodbye, said Chester. He walked down the road. A car came by. This car has 250 horsepower, said the man in the car. I have 1 horsepower, said Chester. The car stopped at a gas station. Chester stopped too. The car changed color. It was blue. I'll have 10 gallons of gas, said the man. I'll have 10 gallons of water, said Chester. Do you think you got it? Chester saw a sign. He thinks it says oats. Because horses like oats. I am hungry, he said. But it really says coats. Oh dear, I did not see the first letter. I cannot eat coats, said Chester. Do you think you can read? I guess so, huh? A wild horse that can read. Chester saw a fruit store. I'll have a pound of apples, said a lady. I'll have a pound too, said Chester. Can you pay for them? Said the man. No, said Chester. Then come back when you can pay, said the man. All right, said Chester. Your apples are good. Chester looked in a house. A lady was having tea. How much sugar do you want, she said. As much as I can have, said Chester. Could you imagine a horse taking its head through the window?
I would be like, oh my word.
You'd probably pet it and love it forever. Chester went by a toy store. I wish I had a rocking horse, said a child. I can be a rocking horse, said Chester. Look. He's probably rocking back and forth. You're too big for a house, said the mother. Chester saw a statue of a horse. Maybe I can be a statue, he said.
How?
Getting really still. He stood very still. All the people thought he was a statue. I think his legs would get tired. All the birds thought he was a statue. Chester saw a lady with a feather in her hat. He was like, uh-oh. I will sneeze if that feather touches my nose, said Chester. The feather touched his nose. What do you think happened?
Achoo.
That's right. Achoo! Statues don't sneeze, said the birds and the people. Horses do, said Chester. He walked away. Chester walked by a firehouse. Long ago, horses pulled the fire engine, said a man. The bells rang. There was a fire. There was a fire someplace. Down the poles came the firemen. They could not start the engine. What will we do, said the firemen. I will get you there in time, said Chester. Down the street they went. Clang, 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 said Chester. He got them there in time.
Like, whoa, that's so fast.
So fast. Super fast. Thank you, said the fireman. The engine is running again. We do not need you now. Chester walked and walked. He saw a merry-go-round.
I love it.
Do you love it? I think they need me here, he said. The children ran to the horses. The ride ended. The children got off the horses. My horse was real, said the little boy. He was not real, said the children. Merry-go-round horses are never real. A real horse runs when you say giddy up, said one little child. Let's say it, said another child. You say it with me so it sounds like more than one.
Ready?
You say, they all said it together. Giddy up! Chester ran. Could you imagine? What would you do?
I'm a word.
He ran and ran and ran. The men with the rope saw him. Whoa, they said. You still want to come with us, said the men. Yes, said Chester. They took him to a bright, clean stable. All the other horses were there. You were right, Chester, said the horses. It's fun here. It is nice to be loved and cared for. That makes sense, said Chester. Good horse sense. Nay. Nay.